About the Rich Gossage thing, yeah, the worst part about that story was 6th grade. My mom worked for an orthodontist, and in the morning, one of the patients knew Rich Gossage. He grew up here, went to Boston High School. Do you know that? And so they did a little photo shoot in the morning, and because I was the ladies or one of the workers' kids, I got to be in it. And then it was right before school, and he said, "Hey, I'll take you to school." And I said, "This is gonna be great." We had a Mercedes, we talked the whole way, and I was like, everyone's gonna love me, this is gonna be great. And we pulled up, the bell had just rung, and there was not a kid in sight to witness. So it was almost like it didn't happen. I didn't tell anybody. But I remember one of the teachers, like a week later, he saw the picture, and he's like, "What's this? Tankersley? You're in the paper?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I got recognition. Okay, so to my presentation, I've handed out a little visual aid here for you. And I know, and I've met with almost everyone here at this point, I think, but I wanted to go through with almost a little demonstration on what I do to make it a little more clear, make it more understandable for everyone, because I know what I do is somewhat difficult to understand. And a little background about the company. It is a franchise. I am the owner. There's one other guy here in the Springs, and there's about 100 of us nationwide that do this. It's been around for 20 plus years. It was started by a couple accountants that worked for Price Waterhouse, and they were doing their audits, and they kept finding telecom errors and overages and issues with it, and they thought, is this with just my clients, or is it with everybody? Well, it turned out it's about almost everybody that deals with this, and there's a lot of money to be saved. Later they added the credit card processing to it, so those are the two pieces that I consult on. Now to go through the aids here, I wanted to take you about, kind of when I sit down with a client, what I actually do when they want to go ahead with my services. I'll get 3 months of billings, their last 3 months of statements, credit card statements, meaning the processor, so if it's First Data or Wells Fargo, whoever it might be, and then their telecom stuff, and that's everything. That's local, long distance, your internet, your cell phones, anything telecommunication. That's what we can deal with, and we'll go through that. And on the examples that you had there, the first sheet, these are just kind of mini examples where there's money to be saved, and some pointers for you guys just as business owners that you can do some of it on your own. The first there that you're looking at is a Verizon bill. And what you're looking at the top there is the amount of data that is available to this group. I think there's like 6 guys in this company, and you can see at the top there it says that they have 20 gigabytes of data available for them. Well, they're using 3 gigabytes of data every month. And we look at 3 months of billing to make sure that it's not just a one-time thing, it's a trend. And you see they're using 3 gigabytes, they're overpaying big time for what they're getting. They don't need it. On page number 2 there, you'll see another example. This is a gentleman that has a jetpack. A jetpack is just a little device that you plug into your laptop so you can get internet access wherever. And he's paying $20 a month for that. He didn't know he had it. He didn't even understood that I think they got it with the package when they first bought the service, and he never even knew what it was for. So he's paying, I think, $20 for over a year. Just unnecessary, obviously. And then page number 3 there, you have, that's the Frontier, yeah. Frontier. Now this one's a little bit more detailed as far as what we go to, we drill down and look at a lot of, every line by line, we look at it and find out what you may or may not be paying for. They're being billed $4.99 each for 2 modems, and Frontier doesn't charge for modems, so that didn't make sense. I don't think we have Frontier here. I haven't come across it yet. A security package for $5.99. Well, this software was never activated by Frontier, even though they were billing for it. We're looking at the yellowed out items there. And then antivirus software for $16. This was never activated by Frontier either. Now these are all, things that you would, as you look at the bill, there's so many things on it that you may or may not understand what they're even for.
What confuses you? You use language, you don't understand concepts, and nobody uses the same stuff. You never explain what it means.
Exactly.
You gotta have it. You need to do it. You go, really? Okay.
And that's probably by design a little bit, but that's part of why this business was started.
So
Yes, sir.
help me understand something. Is your client somebody that is a one-man shop in an office, or is it have to be multiple of phones? And
That's a great bridge what I was getting to. So a great client, and I'll give you an example. One of my cohorts up in Denver just signed DaVita. DaVita is a huge company, and really we look at small and medium-sized businesses are kind of our focus. But just to give you an example, that's not necessarily all we can do. They signed DaVita. DaVita is it's a company that I think it's a kidney dialysis group. They have 2,000 sites across the nation, and just from that my cohort there is going to do extremely well. It's going to be a lot of work, but so to answer your question, I work with everybody from one of my clients is a one-man band. He has an e-commerce site, and we saved him a good chunk of money, and it can go all the way up to. I'm doing a presentation next week to Peak Vista, which is an 800-employee medical facility here in the spring. So
are these ongoing clients, one-time clients, or a little of both?
They're ongoing clients. The way that my business model works is that I sign a 3-year contract with my clients, and that's because, and most importantly, what I do is it's a maintenance program. There's a lot of companies, there's other companies out there that do similar things that I do, but they usually just do it once, and then they're gone. I do it for 3 years every quarter. So it's a maintenance program. Once I look at it, save you money, then we do it again the next quarter. Look and see if there's any other overages. Really, it's a program that I take over your telecom and your processing, and all your worries. I take care of that for the next 3 years. And the rate that people renew after that is like 92%. They say, okay, I didn't want to do that anyways. Here you go. So, in conclusion, I blew it. So in conclusion, a little bit, just so you know, the business model too dictates the way that I work. Is that the first audit that I do with any company is for free. It's and then I provide those options to companies. Hey, this is what you can say, this is what you can do. Do you want to do that? And then at that point, we go into that 3-year contract. So it's something that you can refer any of your clients to. It's something that they can save money off of, and it doesn't cost them a cent. So, any questions? Just let me know. Thanks.